Hey and welcome, msKIRAspeaks. Before we get started, I ask that you watch the videos till the end, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. How's everyone doing this weekend? I am recording this on a Saturday, but it probably won't get up until Sunday, guys. My apologies. I have been having a tough time lately. I've been going through some things, and it's probably more for a pajama Sunday, but here we are. Just keep me in your thoughts and your prayers. And I went into the weekend excited. I was off this weekend. I went and got my hair cut and got my nails done. But my anxiety, I didn't care nothing about that. So trying to keep it moving. But I will have a watch list, which is why we're here this weekend, but I probably will skip doing it next weekend because I still have things to get caught up with. I thought that would happen this weekend, but it didn't. So we're gonna move right along, thank you, and get into my watch list, guys. As you know, my watch list consists of TV, streaming, and film, old, new, and in between. Some I've watched before and some I'm currently watching. I will give you my mostly spoiler-free breakdown of 2 or more shows with some additional recommendations. Just want to say welcome to any newcomers. I hope that you'll subscribe, share with a friend, and return for future content. To my subscribers, thank you so much for your continued support. I appreciate you. Tonight, we're going to talk about documentaries, one of my favorite things to watch. And 2 are from this year, but the rest, they're not that new. But there's some things that I thought you might be interested in giving a watch. First up is our Netflix documentary, The Girl in the Picture. It was released in July. It has a rating of TVMA and a runtime of 1 hour and 42 minutes. In this documentary, a woman found dying by the side of the road leaves behind a son, a man claiming to be her husband, and a mystery that unfolds into a nightmare. You've heard me say it before, and I'll say it again. This one is a wild ride, you guys. And you know your girl, she loves her documentaries. This one takes you down the rabbit hole. The one incident leads to the lady's son being kidnapped, and then we find out a lot about the man who claimed to be her husband. There's a long history there, an investigation, and a book. We get most of the answers, but some of them were suspect. And that, mama, I just have to shake my head. I watched this one the weekend it came out, but I just couldn't get it on a watch list till now because I had everything kind of planned out. But here we are. It had everyone talking. So many YouTubers watched and reviewed it, like Tamika's Den. Go on over there and catch her full recap. She has some great content. There was also a girl, Madiswan, that did some TikToks on The Girl in the Picture. And then on her YouTube channel, she interviewed the brother of the girl in the picture. So if you're interested, go on over to her channel, take a look, and let me know what you think. Next up, we have Keep Sweet, Pray, and Obey. Also on Netflix, released in June, rated TVMA, and this is a documentary miniseries. It's 4 parts, and they're about 45 minutes to a little under 1 hour each in runtime. Keep Sweet, Pray, and Obey is a 4-part docuseries about the history of the Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, also known as FLDS, a sect of the Mormon Church that promoted polygamy, or as they call it, plural marriage. For years, the sect's ultimate prophet was a man named Rulon Jeffs, who had to approve every marriage performed by his church. After his 2002 death, his son Warren took over and became the ultimate prophet. And in 2008, he was busted on charges of sexual, psychological, and physical abuse. And that was our brief description from Decider. That's a pretty good description. And this documentary is going to get to the nitty-gritty, talking to people from the FLDS community. When I tell you the things folks will do on the strength of religion are crazy. Now, I don't really stand for the church like that. Sometimes you just have to exercise some common sense. Warren Jeffs is one despicable man in my eyes, but the people, they still followed his lead. I spent some time talking to my best friend about this crazy documentary miniseries, and I definitely recommend that you give it a try. Now, this one is a little longer than my other choices because it is 4 parts, but it will keep you engaged. Also, trigger warning to some of you, as you can tell by those charges. Last up is Abducted in Plain Sight. Also on Netflix, this is a true crime documentary released in 2017. It's rated TV-14 and has a runtime of 1 hour and 31 minutes. The twisting, turning, stranger than fiction, true story of the Brobergs, a naive, church-going Idaho family that fell under the spell of their sociopathic neighbor who had designs on their 12-year-old daughter. That is our quick IMDb description. Disgusting, but this is that one. Like I said, it was released in 2017 and folks are still talking about it. It was directed by Skye Borgman, who went on to later direct The Girl in the Picture, which I mentioned earlier. The neighbor was definitely a sociopath, and the parents were definitely naive. And I will give it away that this happened not once, but twice, because there is so much more to it that will blow your mind. The ways in which these parents were, but weren't involved, absolutely insane. Keep an eye on your children, people, but definitely worth a watch. If you want to hear more, check out Obsessed with Abducted in Plain Sight podcast, available on your favorite podcast platform. An honorable mention goes to American Murder, The Family Next Door. This Netflix documentary was released in 2020. It is rated TV-MA and has a runtime of 1 hour and 23 minutes. Using raw, first-hand footage, this documentary examines the disappearance of Shannon Watts, her children, and the terrible events that followed. If you are looking for more, check out Captive Audience, a real American horror story, available now on Hulu. Have you guys watched any good documentaries lately? Now, I think I mentioned in one of my other videos I watched, I Just Killed My Dad, and then there was the one, it was an Untold, about the football player, the girlfriend that never existed. Your girl be watching all kinds of crazy stuff. So if you have some recommendations for me, drop down in the comments and let me know. I have the rest of my watch list planned out for the year, I think. I just have to rearrange them and see what to put where, because I think I'm going to do a September watch list, like a new releases list that I did for July and August. You know, I got to figure out what comes next, and that will probably be it, because as I said, I may have to skip next week. Sorry, guys. Get down in the comments and let me know if you've seen these and what you thought. And you can also let me know about my recommendations, or just let me know that you stopped by. In the meantime, if you are looking for more, please check out some of my other watch lists or content. Keep those notifications on, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.